Hello, everyone! Welcome back to our daily news roundup. Today, we have a fascinating piece of information that may change the way we think about our health. So, grab a seat, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into it. Our headline story today reveals a potential connection between a specific type of belly fat and an increased risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Now, we've always associated Alzheimer's with age, but this study suggests that the location of our body fat, particularly around our organs, could play a crucial role. We've often measured health by body mass index, BMI, but this study challenges that notion. It introduces us to visceral fat, a type of fat that can accumulate around our organs, even in individuals with seemingly healthy BMIs. Dr. Cyrus Raji, the study's senior author, emphasizes the need to move beyond traditional fat measurements and focus on how fat is distributed in our bodies. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if you have this visceral fat? According to Dr. Raji, signs include a waist larger than the hips, elevated blood sugar levels leading to diabetes or prediabetes. These indicators might give us a clue about the presence of visceral fat and its potential impact on our health. Before we delve into the study's details, let's acknowledge the seriousness of Alzheimer's. Over 6 million people in the U.S. currently live with Alzheimer's, and projections estimate this number will double by 2050. Understanding potential risk factors is crucial for early intervention and prevention. The study focused on 54 cognitively healthy volunteers aged 40 to 60, with an average BMI of 32, classifying them as obese. Researchers examined various health parameters, including insulin and blood sugar levels. MRI scans were used to measure both subcutaneous and visceral fat, as well as the thickness of the cortex, the outer layer of the brain linked to Alzheimer's progression. As the researchers analyzed the data, a significant correlation emerged. Participants with more visceral fat showed larger accumulations of amyloid in their brains. Amyloid is a protein associated with Alzheimer's, suggesting a potential link between visceral fat and the development of this devastating disease. Given that Alzheimer's can start developing in the brain up to 20 years before symptoms appear, the researchers plan to follow up with study participants. Dr. Raji emphasizes the importance of understanding the long-term impact of visceral fat and identifying the best window for effective interventions. Now, the burning question is, can we reverse the impact of visceral fat on the brain? According to Dr. Raji, the best way to lose visceral fat is through exercise, especially aerobic exercise. However, it remains unclear whether shedding visceral fat can reverse its effects on the brain. We reached out to experts in the field for their insights. Dr. Mary Ellen Karan, an Alzheimer's imaging specialist, notes that the link between visceral fat and poor brain health makes sense, considering the established connections between visceral fat and heart health. However, she advises caution in rushing for abdominal scans until further research confirms this link. On the other hand, Dr. Joel Salinas, a neurologist, stresses the importance of identifying those at risk early on. Early intervention, he suggests, could be the key to stopping the progression of Alzheimer's before irreversible damage occurs. Despite the intriguing findings, some researchers remain cautious. Dr. Borna Bonig-Darper suggests that while the study indicates a correlation, it doesn't necessarily prove that visceral fat causes damage to the brain. He highlights the need for more extensive studies to solidify this potential link. Now, let's ponder the potential implications for treatment. While the study underscores the importance of exercise, particularly aerobic exercise, in reducing visceral fat, the question remains, can targeting visceral fat through lifestyle changes or medications mitigate the risk of Alzheimer's? This aspect opens up a realm of possibilities for future research and interventions. Building on the theme of lifestyle, the study prompts us to reevaluate our habits for the sake of our brain health. If visceral fat is indeed a significant factor in Alzheimer's development, maintaining a healthy lifestyle could prove instrumental. Healthy eating habits, regular exercise, and proper management of blood sugar levels might not only impact our waistlines but potentially safeguard our cognitive well-being. As we delve deeper into the nuances of visceral fat, it's crucial to note that even individuals with seemingly normal BMIs can harbor this hidden threat. Dr. Raji's emphasis on the need for abdominal scans to confirm visceral fat echoes the idea that appearances can be deceiving. Thin individuals may carry a risk invisible to the naked eye, reinforcing the importance of looking beyond external markers of health. The study introduces a fascinating concept, the brain as an early warning system. Detecting changes in the brain potentially decades before cognitive decline manifests provides a unique opportunity for early intervention. This insight challenges us to shift our focus from merely treating symptoms to identifying and addressing underlying factors that set the stage for conditions like Alzheimer's. The decision to study a midlife population aligns with the understanding that Alzheimer's begins its ominous journey in the brain long before symptoms emerge. Tracking the long-term impact of visceral fat on study participants may unveil critical information about the progression of Alzheimer's and, subsequently, offer valuable insights into when interventions would be most effective. The prescription for reducing visceral fat is clear: exercise, especially aerobic exercise. Dr. Raji's recommendation aligns with a broader understanding of exercise as a powerful tool not only for physical fitness but also for mental well-being. As we await further research on whether visceral fat's impact on the brain can be reversed, the call to incorporate regular exercise into our lives gains even more significance. Diverse opinions within the medical community underscore the complexity of this emerging narrative. Dr. Mary Ellen Curran's acknowledgement of the link between visceral fat and poor brain health emphasizes the need for studies like this to define the connection. Dr. Joel Salinas' emphasis on early intervention aligns with the growing consensus that proactive measures could be the key to combating Alzheimer's effectively. As we wrap up our exploration, it's worth considering how this study might impact our daily lives. Should we be more mindful of our waist-to-hip ratios? Could routine abdominal scans become a common preventive health measure? While these questions may not have immediate answers, they provoke thought about the evolving intersection of scientific research and our everyday well-being. And there you have it, a deep dive into the intricate relationship between visceral fat and Alzheimer's risk. As we navigate this evolving landscape of medical knowledge, one thing remains clear: understanding the specifics of how fat is distributed in our bodies is paramount. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for more insights into the ever-expanding world of health and science. Until next time, stay curious and stay healthy.